shit. I hope y'all ready, man. I hope y'all ready. Tonight's one of those nights, man. Tonight, we've been talking about this game for a couple of weeks now. We have been looking ahead. Yeah, we probably don't deserve any grounds to be looking ahead, but we were looking ahead. This is that game, right? We're here. We finally made it. Yeah, we took a couple of losses on the way here, but we are here. Tonight's that game we have been waiting for because I don't know where to begin. I don't know where to begin. There's a lot of narrative aspects you could look at, a lot of MVP talk aspects you could look at. You could look at the sheer teams and, best team in the league versus the dark horses of the league, right? This is a big test. If you're a Dallas Mavericks fan and you're a fan of the Mavericks like I am and the majority of us in here are, this is a big test for us, man. This is as close as a playoff game atmosphere you could get to on a Friday night on March the 1st, 2024 on ABC, nationally televised. I believe it's nationally televised, unless it's in locally ABC. Anyway, though, this is big. This is a big game, man. I'm not sugarcoating it. This is a big game. I know people, it's just another game in the regular season. I know. I understand that. I know if we lose, it's just one loss on the record. I get it, right? Like, if you're trying to be too cool and act like these things don't matter, I get you. I understand. But I'm a fan at the end of the day, right? And sometimes me as fans and us as fans, we don't look at things the healthiest way. But I don't give a damn. Tonight's one of those big-time games, bro. And I don't want to hear, if we lose, we lose. No, none of that. Save that for somebody else. Anyway, I kept you outside long enough. Let's go upstairs and let's get to the studio. Yeah, man, yeah. I appreciate y'all being here, man. I do. I appreciate y'all being here. It's your boy TGK. I didn't even introduce myself. My name's TGK, or my AKA TGK, here on TGK TV. Again, I really do appreciate y'all being here. It's early on a Friday afternoon, 5:17 p.m. my time, right? I started the stream a little earlier. That way we could just get ready, right? Like, I need to put my order in so my DoorDash will get here right as the game starts. I'm excited, man, and I hope y'all are excited too. I know if we lose, it might be toxic, and I know if we win, it might be toxic. Either way, just enjoy the lead up, right? Enjoy the moment. It's not about getting to the final destination. Enjoy the lead up, man. The pregame hype, the hype that we've had over this game for a week. Enjoy the lead up. They're going to tip off in an hour and 20 minutes from now. Let's enjoy that time, man. Enjoy that time. I ain't trying to be like too cringy and preachy. This is literally how I feel. I want to enjoy the lead up. You know what I'm saying? I want to enjoy the entire first quarter, every minute of it, dissecting it. Just like you do every game, but just tonight feels a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Tonight feels a little bit different. Tonight, it has that, it's, I don't know. I can't describe it, man. To me, this is me, right? I'm not telling how you should feel about the game. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this game. Actually, that's what I want to know. I want to know how y'all feel about this game. Again, we're going to get into it. If you're new here, I do Dallas Mavericks pregame shows, usually 1 hour before every game. We go through several segments talking about the opponent, what their strengths and weaknesses are. If I can find the weaknesses on the Boston Celtics. We'll talk about the Mavericks. We'll talk about the referees. We'll talk about over-unders if we even get to that. Then we'll do game predictions at the end, all while reading comments. And again, if you're new here and you don't know, you are a co-host to this show. So whatever you comment, you are the reason that helps the show go and it helps the show flow. So again, appreciate y'all being here, man. I hope y'all are ready, dogs. I hope y'all are ready. Well, let's start it off. I don't have a soundboard, but We got Richard up in here. What's up, Richard? He says, wow, the people are mad at me just because I tell the truth about Maxi Missalot, Tim No Defense Jr., and Super Dwight. Dang, Richard, you already on it today? What are you talking about? TGK Mavs by 15, free bingo space. I love it. I'll take it, man. Look, pause. But I think calling the Celtics a free bingo space like Richard and King have, that's gutsy, man. That's gutsy. It's gutsier than my free bingo space calls, you know? Noah says, Stephen A. Smith saying TSJ ain't no scrub and still praising Jason Kidd. It's so cringe. Yeah, man, it is. It is. Like, you're like, TSJ is no scrub. I'm like, all right, cool. You take that with you, right? You keep that. I don't know what... That's how I know Mr. Stephen A. Smith ain't watching. Noah says, I'm scared that Maxi's available today because he will play him more than Gafford. And you saw the effect last game where Kidd played Gafford. Solid minutes. We won the rebounding battle. Yeah, I got into it with one of a tweeter the other night about Maxi's minutes and Gafford. And he had stated that Gafford doesn't even sniff 10 minutes tonight. And I thought of it like, I told him then they're like, you know, that's a pretty solid assessment, especially at Kleber play. So honestly, an X factor tonight could be Gafford. How many minutes does Gafford play? That's gonna be interesting. And I don't like the idea like, oh, just because he can't play defense on the perimeter because he plays drop coverage, he's unplayable. I mean, isn't that the same thing for the other teams that have centers that play drop coverage? They don't take them out. You know? Just my 2 cents. Noah says, who do you want the Mavs players to guard on Boston? I want PJ on Tatum, Lively on Porzingis, Josh Green on Brown, Luka on Holiday, Kyrie on White. Let me see. I want Luka on Brown. I want Luka to get some get back. You got crossed up the other day. The last time you played him, you got to show that you got some defensive chops. Now, I like that, but I want to see Luka on Jaylen Brown. Just for a little bit. See what happens. Noah says, Luka is fifth on the MVP ladder. Are you kidding me? Like I said before, if Luka don't win MVP this year, this will be the greatest scoring offensive season from a player to not win MVP. You already know what's going to happen, man. I'm not even concerning myself with the MVP no more. Because like you're talking to a brick wall when you're trying to explain why Luka's MVP. It's a lot of energy we waste talking about it, you know? So you just got to be careful. I'm glad Exum is back. I said to We Talk Mavs, he is the type of player that I get calm down and don't get nervous when he is on the court. Yeah, a nice security blanket, right? It's sad, but it feels like a must-win for Luka MVP status. If the Mavs lose, no one is going to talk about all the injuries we had with this team. They're just going to say Tatum beat Luka head-to-head. Yeah, and you already lost to the Celtics this year, so to lose again would definitely be difficult, bro. Definitely be difficult. So for your MVP chances, for sure. Frank says, TGK, 2 questions. You think Mavs are going to give Lawson a contract? Have you thought about who to get for last roster spot from the buyout? I saw Marcus Morris is about to be available. I'm pretty sure that's what the Mavericks may have been waiting for. Because if not, they would have signed Lawson by now. I could see them picking up Marcus Morris. I could see that. I could see them picking up Marcus Morris just for this season and then giving Lawson the last roster spot over the offseason. You get what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Like, I think Marcus Morris probably has 20 minutes of good basketball left in him, and maybe you could get it. I don't know. Nancy in the building. What's up, Nancy? She said, how are you doing tonight? Doing good. It's the weekend. Ain't got no work tomorrow. Settle in. You know, it's gonna be a fun day tomorrow. I bought me some golf clubs. I got me a golf bag and everything. Like, I'm ready to go. And then I'll be at the Texas Legends game with Big J. Y'all let me know. I'm gonna go to that Texas Legends game tomorrow. Courtside seats. What I've been told, so like that's kind of crazy to me, right? Like I ain't never been that close to a like NBA talent level, you know, game like that. Should I vlog it or should I get like bits and pieces of it? You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between those two types of content. Vlogging it versus just getting like bits and pieces of content. Y'all let me know, man. Y'all let me know. We're going to get into a segment here at 5:30. We'll kick off the segment. I just want to keep up with the comments, man. So whatever your comments y'all got, put a TGK in your comment, and I'll definitely be reading it. Excuse me. Yeah, where'd I go? Noah says Celtics will drop zone sometimes, so one way to attack them is to hit our open threes. We got to hit our open threes, a.k.a. THJ and DJJ. He has been struggling hitting threes. Yeah. That's a really good point because, like, if THJ is off tonight in any way, shape, or form, like, you got to be able to adjust on the fly. Like, you just can't leave him out there against the Celtics. Because, one, he played pretty good against the Cavaliers defensively. And I don't remember much against the Raptors, but you just can't afford that against the Celtics. You can't afford the IQ mistakes he has. And if he's shooting bad, you really can't afford to keep him out there. So, depending on how much, wiggle room Jason Kidd has for him, which I'm pretty sure is none, we'll see how it goes. DV in the building. He says, what's good, my boy? Game day. Yes, sir. He says, first time we fully healthy. Let's go. DV says, Kid got all his depth today. Let's see how he plays it. Luka versus KP. Luka versus Tatum got MVP. Kyrie versus Boston. It is a huge game, bro. I'm glad you acknowledge it like I'm acknowledging it. Acknowledge me. Like, this is a big game, bro. Big time game. Big time game. Nick says Luka and Kai had neither combined for at least 80 for them to have a chance tonight. That's nuts. 80? You talking about 40 and 40, bro? Or 50 and 30. Big J. What up, Big J? He said, let's keep Tatum frustrated with PJ and DJJ. Facts. That'll be a way. Because, like the way he gets his points, I'll reserve my comments. He said with PJ and DJJ, with Josh locking up Brown, no trash can juice. That is going to be key, isn't it? That's going to be the biggest key. I'll set up a X Factors poll here in a second. DV says Boston are 27-3 at home and got a 9-game winning streak. We got to snap it. Only 3 losses at home, bro. I plan to see which home losses they've had to see if there's something we could get from that. But they're the best team in the NBA for a reason, right? So I'm hyped, bro. I'm not scared of the Celtics. You see, Luka usually beats these guys with worse teams, right? So now Luka has a great team. Gotta go handle business. Colin says, time to start getting real, get the win, and start a serious run of consistent form and elevate Luka's MVP case. Yes, sir, Colin. Good morning. I know you're out there in Australia, man. What's up, man? If y'all haven't hit the like button, man, y'all hit the like. I don't want to say it that many times. It's just the YouTube thing. You got to say it. But if y'all don't mind hitting the like, if y'all appreciate the show, if y'all Mavs fans, y'all want to get a dub, hit the like, man. It goes a long way. Gina Kim, what's up? Hey, TGK. We finally get to see the Mavs at full strength tonight. It'll be a close game, but I need the Mavs to take care of business. I really don't want the Luka hate. 5th in MVP, and why is Giannis above him? They said winning matters, but weren't the Bucks losing and Giannis was still top 4? They hate Luka. I'm saying I think for our health, it's best that we just not get too caught up in it. It is what it is, man. DB says TGK Knicks is if everyone is in rhythm. If everyone in rhythm and we get about 4 double-digit scores, we can win for sure. Yeah, I think Kyrie and Luka is going to get you at least 65 to 70 points tonight. Can someone get you 20, right? Can PJ get you 20? Now we're talking about we're at 90. Can the rest of the guys get you to 120, 130? You know what I'm saying? 30 to 40 more points from the rest of the guys. We're talking about maybe 12 from Gafford, right? Talking about maybe 8 from Josh Green. That's 20. We need 20 more. Where can we get 20 more? Can we get 20 from THJ? Can we get at least 15 from THJ? Let's say 12. Can we at least get 12 from THJ? Can we get 8 from Exum? Can we get 5 from Exum and 3 from DJJ? I think you need to get to 120 to 130 to be able to beat the Boston Celtics. And that's with playing good defense too. You got to play good defense. You got to get to that point total. Jenny Kim says, the fact that the NBA writer started off with, sorry, Mavs fans, winning matters tells me all I need to know. They just don't want to give Luka credit. We went 8-2, and if we win, we'll be 6. Yeah, man. Give it time. Give it time. I think before the season's up, we'll know who the MVP. It'll be clear as day. The West is tight, so losing 2 games, one from a game winner, shouldn't discredit Luka's performance. When winning 1 or 2 games will put us higher, but I'm not worried. Luka will prove them wrong. I thought the Knicks won the trade deadline and we were second. It's clear that the Mavs obviously won since we're better and the media just don't want to talk about us. They don't. I think we've all figured that out, right? We all figured that out by now. Big J says they're hating on Luka because he doesn't fit the narrative. They always wanted to say he was soft. He can't be a soft white Euro out here dominating. There is already Joker. Glad you said that. So that takes me to our first segment of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and let's get started to the news and to the rumors.
NBA took away aggression. Mm-hmm. They took away aggression to open up the Euro League. When they first started getting here, it was too rough for them.
Mm-hmm. And they didn't make it.
They didn't make it, right? So eventually, they softened the rules. They didn't soften the rules for the Americans. They softened the rules to open it up international. Yeah. So when they're saying the Euros is going to run the league in the next 5 years, why do you think that? More threes, passing, cutting. This is not our league. This is not the American style. This is the Euro style. So, drive in, suck the defense in, pass the ball to the three-point line. It's a three-point shooting league because they're copying Euro style. Suns, right? What was the biggest thing the Suns didn't do? Defense. Ole, let's score. Boom, let's go.
Yeah, it is.
7 seconds.
Right?
7 seconds. 7 seconds.
Now, everybody, we don't want to foul so we can go try to score.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing of D'Antoni.
Yep.
Right? That is what the league was created off of, to have more of those guys in so they can expand the business.
Make it a global game.
So,
global game.
You remember pushing global game? How they going?
I know y'all have heard this much so far. Pretty sure I know where I'm going to go with this after this, but I'm going to let him finish.
Have a global game if it's too physical and too athletic for them. So they have to figure out ways where they can exist inside of the game.
Wow.
Right? Create more opportunities, bring in more shooters so they can survive. So these guys can become shooters.
He cooking.
No, that makes sense because when
they're not ISO players. Who was the best Euro that has handled?
No, I swear that makes sense because when he was just talking, I'm like, man, it feels like a lot of the issue is like the game is like a 3-point game now. So it's like everybody just shooting. Nobody's really applying too much skill to get to the basket. So when everybody's shooting, you really ain't got to guard a motherfucker because they shooting from the logo or they shooting from 5 feet behind the 3-point line. So that make a lot of sense.
Oh, man, I heard this entire thing. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm to the point where I look at these things and I have to shake my head a little bit because I'm like, what are we doing here? What are we doing, bro? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know why this is becoming point of conversation. Like I don't know, man. It shouldn't be to where American-born players feel the need to say the game has changed to bring in the Euro League. It makes no sense to me at all. And I understand. I get the whole you're trying to protect your game and this and that, but the game evolves, man. How you think the NBA or ABA felt when Wilt Chamberlain came around? You know what I'm saying? Like, if there was podcasts back then, what were they saying then, right, about Wilt Chamberlain? Come on, man. Like, Luka in any era, bro, any era, would have in MJ's era. Let's go there. Who in MJ's era is gonna guard Luka? Even with hand checks, he's gonna get to the line a lot more than he is now. Like, I just don't think y'all understand. Not y'all. I don't think they understand. They should understand, though. They're former basketball players. And that's what baffles me sometimes. They're former basketball players. You would think they understand the fundamentals of being able to cross people over and get to the basket at will the way Luka can, the way LeBron has his entire career, the way Kyrie does. Hell, even the way Tatum does, the way John Morant does, the way Trae Young does. All these guys get to the basket. What do you mean there's no skill? What do you mean that the Euro League, they softened up the league to invite the Euro? Bro, the American game, I can say this because I hoop, right? Raise my hand. I hoop out here. I hoop in these streets. I'll put a bucket on your head and then we could go grab something to eat, right? But I'll say the game has gone finesse in the streets too. The game's finesse everywhere, bro. It's about skills. It's about touch. It's about being able to shoot. The game on 24-hour fitness in the streets, well, it depends on the streets. I'm not hooping on the streets no more, but growing up, it was physical as hell. But the game has changed everywhere, bro. And I would think you would blame Steph Curry more for that versus bringing in the Euro League. You're talking about shooting. Curry, bro. It's Klay Thompson. The Warriors. But now we're going to blame these Euro guys. When Giannis cannot shoot a three like that. Jokic doesn't shoot a three like that. Luka is starting to get there to shoot a three like that. It makes no sense. I get it. You know, you want to run a 5-out offense to let these guys pass it and shoot. But Giannis say nothing when the Warriors was dominating the NBA for 5-6 years, right? There was no issue with that. I just find it funny. That's all. Continuation with the news and rumors. I just wanted to share that because, it's always weird when people just go off on Euro players and this and that. It's like, bro, like, what is it, dogs? It really grinds my gears. Anyway, salute to Grant Afseth. If y'all don't know, he is a Dallas Mavericks writer covering the Mavs, one of the great ones out here. And I enjoy all his tweets because they're very informative. As far as the Mavericks injury report going against the Boston Celtics, Luka Doncic questionable with a left ankle sprain and a broken nose. Maxi Kleber is available with a nasal fracture. Derek Lively is available with a nasal fracture. AJ Lawson, Brandon Williams, and Greg Brown are all out. That was as of yesterday afternoon. We'll scroll forward a little bit up here, and we got some good news, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Luka Doncic is available to play against the Boston Celtics. We're good there. Let's see if anything else he had to say. Let's see here. He stated, Tim Hardaway Jr. on playing Boston. He says, me playing in New York for 4 years and being in the same division, I understand the magnitude of how it gets rowdy here. Just got to embrace it. We got Kai here, so we know what we will have to do out here. That's all I have to say. I love that. In the quote, not saying, you don't want to say too much. You just want to say enough, right? You just want to say enough. Timmy, for whatever reason, he is what it is. We just gotta appreciate when he says cool stuff or plays very well for us. As far as news and rumors, bro, I don't have anything else unless y'all got something. Let me check the comments. But before we get there, we got a super chat. Again, super chats are not required, but I definitely appreciate them. So if y'all want to send them my way, by all means, it always goes back into making this show better. But we got Coy in the mother effing building saying, much love, TGK. I think we win tonight. I hope so, Coy. I appreciate you for the $5 donation, man. I hope we get a dub tonight as well, bro. If we get a dub, the amount of sleep I will be able to get tonight, the amount of giggling I will have bestowed upon me, right? I'm gonna have so much fun, bro. Like, I'm gonna be on playback as well. Playback is gonna be where it's at. If y'all do not have playback TV, salute the We Talk Mavs. Get playback TV. Go to the We Talk Mavs page. We're all gonna be in there live reacting to the game, chatting with each other. That's gonna be fun. But the post game shows, I'm gonna try to be on every single post game show possible. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, man. And then tomorrow I'm gonna be on Beyond Buckets, the Mavericks podcast, Beyond Buckets. I'm gonna be, I think it's Beyond Buckets. Am I saying it right? I don't know. Either way, man, I just hope we do get a win. That way we have a great night and we don't have to be out here having a good time. It's Buckets and Beyond. Buckets and Beyond podcast. I'll be on their podcast come tomorrow, man. So y'all check me out there. Where we at? Let me see. We got a couple of more segments, so don't fret. as far as Midnight Madness, for those that like Midnight Madness, right? Tomorrow, soon as I get back from the Legends game, tomorrow, I'll be going live. Doing a Midnight Madness. I'm gonna aim it for like 11 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday night. We'll do a Midnight Madness, and what that is, for those that don't know, it's just more of a casual conversation versus a pregame show. Where pregame show, we gotta be fast, bro. We gotta be fast, somewhat entertaining, right, and get us to tip off. But Midnight Madness, we get to chat a little bit more, and now I'll open up the stream for people to jump on there and be able to just kind of ask questions, talk, pick each other's brain type of deal. It's just cool little weekly, nightly Mavericks podcast. That's what I call it. Where was I at? I was right here. Oh, Nick says NBA Finals preview tonight. Is that what you think it's gonna be? Yeah, it might be, bro. It might be, especially if the Mavericks just find a way to really find their, find their cadence and just winning. It might be, bro. Hold my latte. What up? Let's go. Tonight is the night. Luka over 60 points. PJL gonna go crazy. Landlord is due. Everyone is healthy. We are so back. I'm glad you said that. Let me put this up here. Daniel Gafford. Over or under. I want to do this because there was a friend of mine. I don't even know if we're friends. I think he hates me on Twitter. He said Daniel Gafford is not getting 10 minutes tonight. So I'm gonna set his minutes at 10.5, right? And y'all gonna tell me if he gets over or under that. Consider that he has struggled against shooting bigs. Kleber is back. He is available tonight. Y'all let me know if y'all think he gets over 10.5 minutes tonight. We're going to see, right? Jenny Kim says, on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that we'll win tonight? You think it'll be a blowout toward the fourth or a really close game? Ooh, confidence level, I'm going to say a 7. Because I think of it like the Mavericks duo is better than the Celtics duo. And if you want to call it even with Brown and Kyrie, maybe I'd consider that. But I think if you were picking a team, you're probably picking Luka and Kyrie. You're picking Kyrie within the first 3 picks. That's how I look at it. Either you're going to go Luka, Kyrie, Tatum, Luka, Tatum, Kyrie. I just don't see how you put Brown ahead of Kyrie, in my personal opinion. So we have the better duo. Then just depends on the other matchups. I think we're better in a few matchups. I think they got us on a couple of matchups. I think it's gonna be a close game, but I do think it's gonna come down to the duo. And do we have Maxi Kleber in the closer game, or do we have rebounders to seal defensive possessions? Because if we're giving this team secondary possessions, which will happen if Kleber is out there, I don't like my chances, bro. The reason we got a backup center is to shore up the rebounding, right? I want us to stop them one time, get 1 rebound, go back on offense. I don't want them getting second chances. And with Kleber, that happens. I know they love the idea of being able to have switchability with Kleber out there, but when it comes to rebounding, that's not where it's at, bro. That's not his forte. But I'm saying, people pick and choose battles. I don't know how to help you pick them, but here we are. Finally found you on YouTube. Jenna Kim says, give me hype, TGK. We need a lot of energy for tonight. I'm nervous but excited to see both teams healthy and playing. I'm still worried about Kid, though, but Luka could beat them. Exactly. You just said what I said. I think they could beat them. So I'm confident. What was the other question? If it'll be a blowout in the fourth or really close. It's going to be really close. It's going to be really close because if the Mavericks get out on a run and get going, the referees are going to bring the Celtics back into the game. So don't worry about it. Frank says, I'm the same, where I just want to enjoy the game, but stands and biased media people are going to ruin the vibes. Yeah, look for the narratives in this game. Let's see how the announcers are talking, right? It's going to be on Channel 8. I'm pretty sure we got our local people calling the game, so we'll see. Jenny Kemp says, Can you see which lineup is the most effective for us and what's our most played lineup? I will during the opponent review. Let me read a couple of more comments and we'll get straight to the opponent review. Benz Lewis, what's up? I got a feeling we're gonna come out and somehow Boston make this ish close because they ain't played in 3 days. So you're thinking like Boston might come out a little sluggish, right? They could come out a little sluggish. It's gonna be that second half. If we get out to an early lead, we got to kind of put our foot on their throats. But I can see they could come out a little sluggish for sure. I can see that for sure. I ain't gonna lie. DV says, everybody drop a like if you hype. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I wish I had my sound effects, bro. I'll be playing crazy sounds right now. Like the yes, sir. Nancy, I don't know if it's just me, but it really bugs me when everyone tries to compare the two teams just by winning and losing. When the reality is the Celtics is like 10 tier level over cap, over cap over Mavs. Yeah, I mean they are a top team, bro. There's no sugarcoating it. They are better than us right now. But I think sometimes when you have X factors like Kyrie and Luka, that gives you an edge against better teams. I ain't gonna lie, that's how I feel about it. Kind of like with look at any other player, man. Sometimes when you got a superstar, it gives you the edge. Big J says, Kid would be an idiot to put Maxey up with Horford and KP unless PJ is in at the 3 and Maxey is in at the 4 with Lively or Gafford backing him up. Thank you, Big J. That is great right there. I think that is ideal. I think Kyrie at the 1, Luka at the 2, PJ at the 3, Maxey at the 4, and then either Gafford or Lively at the 5. I think that is probably going to be our best lineup. That's how I feel. Even Luka feels like that. Great assessment, bro. Great assessment. Totally agree with that. But putting Maxey at the 5 just because your center can't play drop coverage, I think it's BS, bro. I totally think it's BS. And I hate that narrative. Nick says, I want THJ to prove SAS right and have a big game tonight. Me too, bro. Me too. Nancy, I heard the Timberwolves are interested in Morris. They could take him. I don't want him. Jenna Kim says, if THJ has a big game tonight, I'll stop hating on him for a week. Just a week. I'm with you with that one. Because here's the thing. I am still distraught over the Cleveland Cavaliers loss. I know a hella Maverick fans, they cooled off. They're good. I'm still not good. I don't get over things like that easily. I am aware of it. I'm aware I have emotional ties to losses. But that's fine. As long as I'm aware of it, right? I know I have things I need to work on when it comes to that. But I'm just not as cool as everybody else with losses. Like, not like that. Like, yeah, I get it. We lost on a 60-foot prayer. We should be able to get over it. I just can't, bro. There were so many contributing factors that led to that shot shouldn't have been a possibility at the end. You get what I'm saying? I'm still not over it, bro. I'm still pissed off by it. Gina Kim says, hopefully, Exum isn't on minutes restriction. I don't think he needs to be a minutes restriction. I think he just needs to give you 12 to 15 minutes tonight. That's all you're going to need. K Choice in the building. What's up, Mavs Nation? What's up, K Choice? Hope you're on playback tonight, bro. Gina Kim says, we need to keep PJ from standing in the corner. His corner 3, open or contested, are horrible. But other than that, he can score from anywhere else. I hope they get him involved early on. Yeah, I think in that lineup where he's a 3 and Kleber's a 4, I think having him in the on the edges and not the corners. Have a Kleber in the corners, but PJ might have to be in the corner. This has got to be a final. You got to find a way to get him out of the corner, right? Frank says, I'm starting to think Luka is heading to be those legendary players that never won or only won one MVP. Yeah, that'd be horrible, bro. Jenny Kim says, Gil's a little slow, so of course he'll say some BS like this, or he just that dumb. It's obvious Eurobasket is tougher because of their rules. He's just mad Americans are soft. Yeah, man. Let's be honest. Like, the game has changed in America. You go out there, everybody's shooting, bro. The amount of shooting in pickup games now is ridiculous. Like, if there was that amount of shooting when I was like 15, playing in the streets, the kids now, or the people now, they've killed me. They killed my group back then. And there was a shooter. I played with a shooter, but he was like damn near 8 years older than me and bullied me and threw a basketball at my head. And I was like 12, 13, 14 years old. He was like 21. I'm like, bro, I did you up, dog. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Richard K says, if Rel King and TGK or Joe was coaching tonight, we would win easily with Kid. We might struggle. We might struggle with Kid. 142 to 128. Damn. Yeah, we'd win if it was me, Joe, Rel, and King for sure. Coy said, I didn't know there could be so much ignorance in one video. Hey, bro, it's hilarious, isn't it? It's crazy, too. Gina Kim says, they shoot more threes because of Curry, and I watched them the other day, and even Kenyon and McCann said when they went overseas, it was more skill-based, and they cared more for the game than Americans. So why they changed their opinion, right? Just because Gil was saying it. That's why they changed. It's weird. Rel says, hi, LOL. What's up, Rel? We were supposed to link up, but our friend, Eni, backed out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just joking. I think he has some stuff come up. Big J says, I stopped watching Gil when he said Jordan couldn't play defense. It was at that point I knew he was a complete idiot. Jordan was the ultimate two-way. All those breakaway dunks came from defense. Yeah, bro. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. C-Dub, players that can attack the rim will always be valuable. Facts. Rel says, I was told, let the people that played the game speak of the game. It's proof that even the basketball players that play the game, they just don't know it. They don't know it holistically, right? Like they get stuck into one specific aspect of the game. And Gil, as entertaining as he was and as great as he was as a basketball player, he wasn't a winner necessarily on the basketball court. He's a winner in life. He has a great podcast and all that good stuff. I'm always going to talk about the performance on the court. His style of play, it was great during the regular season. Flamed out during the playoffs. Is what it is. He wouldn't understand greatness like Luka. You know what I'm saying? Gina Kim said, even Gil said last year how he would want his child learning basketball overseas because of fundamentals. The switch up these old heads do is hilarious. They mad because Euro's taking over. Facts. Let me read this before we get into the opponent review. Welch, 31. First time I've seen your name here. Maybe you've been here before. Appreciate you stopping by and leaving a comment. Says, I got my problems with today's game for sure, but don't act like all that shooting didn't start with Curry and analytics. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I got to see a couple of comments that agree with me, and I'm like, all right, I'm with y'all. Like, I think we all see the game the right way, the same way. Curry changed the game, bro. Curry changed the game. And the media projecting it everywhere made Curry's game even more popular, right? The babyface assassin, and bro, it's amazing how he shoots. I went to the Indiana game where he was there. He was 6 for 6, like within the first half. I was mesmerized, right? Curry's him, but he did have an impact in changing today's game, not Euro basketball. Well, now they might, but you know. Nan says, I don't want to upset anybody, but I'm more concerned with just getting to the playoffs and where we place than whether Luka wins the MVP this year, because it doesn't seem like they want to give it to him. Facts. That's where I'm at with it. I'd rather get to the playoffs, get a good seed, and go get finals MVP versus Luka getting season MVP. That's how I feel about it. Big J says, the American game is predicted on athleticism. The Euros have better fundamentals. Just look at Hakeem. He was the most skilled big with the footwork. The Dream Shake was unguardable. The Dream Shake is dope, man. I ain't gonna lie. There was one summer I worked on the Dream Shake. I ain't gonna say it like I perfected it, but it was I don't even know what I'm doing over here, but I worked on the Dream Shake just to kind of add it to like my Dirk fadeaway that I had. So I had a Dirk fadeaway, and I combined it with the Dream Shake, and it's pretty effective. All right, man. Enough of me. Let's go ahead and let me set this up so we could talk about the Boston Celtics and what they got going on. What the? I put Boston Celtics and then ESPN. For some reason, I go to ESPN to get all my stuff, and I don't like it, but it's the only place I can go that shows everything that I want to show it. So anyway, man, let's go ahead and let's talk about the opponent review for tonight against the Boston Celtics, the best team in the NBA. So they say.
How you want it? Show me my opponent. Show me my opponent.
I feel like I don't know if that played perfectly, but I hope it played perfectly. All right, man. Let's take a look at the Boston Celtics 46-12 record and their depth chart. They got a starter in Drew Holiday at the 1, Derek White at the 2, Jaylen Brown at the 3, Jason Tatum at the 4, and Kristaps Porzingis at the 5. Their second rotation is Peyton Pritchard, Jaden Springer, Sam Hauser, Al Horford. And then we get into the Brissetts, the Cornets, the Tillmans, the Cuetas, y'all see this name over here? The V, I'm going to say V, Mikaliuk, All right, enough of that. That is their depth chart. Let's go. There's no injuries for the Boston Celtics. Let's take a look at their stats. Gina Kim, I still remember to show you our best lineups. I got you. I'm going to have to do the last 10 games. But I got you. I ain't forget. My memory, bro. I don't know why it's good. Team leaders for the Boston Celtics is Jason Tatum at 27 points per game. That's cute. Rebounds at 8.5 rebounds per game. That's cute. Assists, 4.9 assists per game. And that is cute. Enough jokes. But no, these are good stats. They would be MVP stats in like 2009, 2010. Those would be MVP stats. Maybe 1997, they'd be MVP stats. But they're not MVP stats this season. Jaylen Brown with 1.1 steals and Kristaps Porzingis with 1.8 blocks. Jaylen Brown is second in team with scoring with 22.3 points per game, 5 rebounds, almost 4 assists. Kristaps Porzingis averaging 20 points per game, about 7 rebounds and 2 assists. Derek White, 15 points per game. A fringe all-star, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all remember all that all-star hype about Derek White? They wanted, or JJ Redick wanted a 15-point, 4 rebound, 5 assist player in the all-star game. Let that sink in. True East Coast media bias. Drew Holiday, 13 points, almost 6 rebounds, and almost 5 assists. And then you got Sam Hauser, Payne Pritchard, Al Horford around 8 points, and then Lou Cornett and Cueta. I'm going to say Cueta, like a Cuete. And Brissett around 4 to 5 points. Let's scroll down here to the 3-point percentage. This is going to be a big key into today's game because they do take a bunch of shots per game. Per game, if I'm getting this correct, it looks like they're averaging about 42 3-pointers per game. 42 3-pointers per game. Here's their percentages, though. Drew Holiday is averaging 44.3% from the 3. Sam Hauser on 5 shots per game is averaging 42% from the 3. Let me make sure it's showing. It is showing. Okay. Al Horford averaging 40% from 3. Derek White, 40% from 3. Peyton Pritchard, 37.7% from 3. Kristaps Porzingis, 37% from 3. And Jason Tatum, 36.1% from 3. The following is all below league average with Jaylen Brown at 34%. Mikaliuk at 32%. Brissett at 28%. Those are the guys you want to let them shoot. You want to let V, Brown, and Brissett shoot. Let them shoot. Everybody else, don't let them. Stop them, you know. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at advanced lineups for the Boston Celtics, right? I know sometimes looking at the opponent review kind of slows down the pregame show, whatever the case may be, but this is where we dig down into these opponents. We get to see the things that stick out like a sore thumb, like what is a lineup that we should fear when they get in there, right? So this is actually the starting lineup right here. You got Drew Holiday, Porzingis, Brown, Tatum, and Derek White. This is their starting lineup on every other day, and this is their starting lineup tonight. With 30 games played, 495 minutes, an offensive rating of 121, and a defensive rating of 107, with a positive net rating of 13.8 and a pace of 101.90. Pretty good, man. Assist to turnover ratio is 2.14. That's a good team. That's a good team. That's a pretty good defense right there, keeping them under 110 in 100 possessions, and then in 100 possessions scoring 121. So it's a good team, bro. Let's check another lineup out. We could potentially see this Al Horford. We will see Al Horford, Holiday, Tatum, Pritchard, and Hauser. This one's better than the main starting lineup. 121 offensive rating, but a defensive rating of 106 for a positive net rating of 15.1. They're a slower pace with this squad, obviously with Horford. They're going to be a little bit slower, but they look pretty polished here. As far as their assist percentage, it goes up by 10% with this lineup. So you got Pritchard and Holiday out there. Hauser, I've never seen Hauser play much, but I imagine he's pretty much one of those glue guys for sure. Their best lineup so far that I've seen are these in the 20s. You got Horford and Porzingis, Brown, Tatum, and Derek White. I like that lineup. I ain't gonna lie. If I was playing with the Boston Celtics on 2K, that's a lineup I'd run. Even though you still got Drew Holiday, but I'd run this lineup. 125 offensive rating, 104 defensive rating, a 20.6 net rating. Let's look at this 25 net rating over here. They got Holiday, Tatum, Cornette, Pritchard, and Hauser. Interesting. That's a pretty damn good defense right there, 94. And then this last one right here, Horford, Porzingis, Brown, White, and Hauser, plus 22. Okay, so if we see Horford and Porzingis out there, those are pretty damn good lineups. I ain't gonna lie. Because that's your 4 and the 5 can shoot. So what kind of lineup, what kind of lineup would the Mavericks run out there against a 5 that can shoot and a 4 that can shoot, right? And I feel, damn, that's tough. I feel like maybe, yeah, you can live with Lively out there. But I just don't think Horford is such a dynamic player at the 5 that Gafford can't go keep up with, right? Maybe if you get pick and rolled, you got to guard Tatum. Instead of, subbing out Gafford, challenge these players, right? Challenge a Tatum, challenge a Brown. I don't think they're used to dealing with double teams as effectively as Luka does. So if you can't, if dropping coverage, right, with Gafford on Tatum or Brown is going to be an issue, why not blitz the pick and roll man, right? Like wherever has the ball. Say Tatum is getting a pick from Horford, and I'm gonna say Tatum's defender is trying to go over the pick, where Gafford is playing drop. Instead of playing drop, every now and then go and blitz, go and double, force him to have to pass out of that, right? And more than likely he passes out of it, and he passes it to Horford in the paint against a Luka, right? Per se, Luka does pretty good in the post to defend himself, but Gafford would have to then hustle back. As soon as they pass it, Gafford needs to hustle back to protect whoever's down there guarding Horford. But also, I'm not that scared if Horford is in the paint having to shoot like a hook shot or a floaty. I'm not that concerned. I'm more concerned if you don't double Tatum and let him shoot those threes because of drop coverage. That's different. But I think having Gafford out there outweighs the defensive benefits of a Kleba, because the Gafford offensive rebounds are amazing. The Gafford rebounds in general are amazing. Same thing with Lively. I think it applies to both. So that's interesting, right? That's interesting. So let me go back to this. I know Gina Kim wanted to see a Mavericks lineup. So let's take a look at the Mavericks lineup right quick. Let's take a look at the Mavericks lineup right quick. All right. And we still do not have a lineup with 100 minutes. Y'all see this, right? We still do not have a lineup with 100 minutes. That's crazy. But we do have 5 games with Kyrie Irving, PJ Washington, Luka Doncic, Josh Green, and Derek Lively. And in 48 minutes, a full NBA game, they have an offensive rating of 134 and a defensive rating of 97 for a positive net rating of 37.2. Ladies and gentlemen, that is amazing. A pace of 104. That is amazing. Kyrie, PJ Washington, Luka, Josh Green, and Derek Lively. Look at that. That's amazing, bro. That is amazing stats. That is dominating. That is a dominating lineup right here. That is a death lineup, right? That's crazy. What a great line. What great stats that is. Another good one is Kyrie, Derek Jones, Maxi Kleber, Luka Doncic, Josh Green in 6 games and 47 minutes. They're plus 26.3. But Gina Kim, to answer your question, our starting lineup, our normal starting lineup, is an amazing lineup. Can't lie. This one's pretty good too. In 4 games, 26 minutes, Kyrie Irving, Dante Exum, Derrick Jones Jr., Luka Doncic, and Derek Lively. 26 minutes, 146 offensive rating, 85 defensive rating, a 61 net rating. But I love our starting lineup. The fact that you're starting the lineup currently right now is this good, that's crazy. That's great. But there you go. To answer your question, Gina Kim, there you go. All right. Let's get back to the comments, right? Let's get back to the comments for a little bit. Let's see how y'all feeling. Let's see what y'all vibing with, man. Let's get back up in here. Hold on. Woo! Man. The opponent reviews, they be lengthy, right? That's like the most deep dive analytical I think I could get, man, because this stuff be heavy. Where we at? Trying to get caught up in the comments. I don't know where I'm at. Here I go. Gina Kim says, like they were literally complaining the other day how AAU isn't teaching these young kids anything and how they don't get taught the fundamentals. Yeah, because AAU is it's like a whole different brand of basketball, bro. Nancy says, I'm more concerned with how Luka will react if they don't make a decent run in the playoffs because the only 2 people are gonna get blamed for all of this. For all that is Luka and Kai. It just depends, right? It depends how you lose. I think if they make it to like the Western Conference Finals and losing 6 or losing 7, or if they make the NBA Finals, same thing, losing 6 or 7, I don't think he's gonna be that upset. I think he'll know that they're close, right? He'll know that they're close. K Choice says, TGK, to me, the Euro game is about footwork and true fundamentals. American game is all about athleticism. There's a huge difference. Facts. Yeah, that's true. Because even playing now, it really is about, breaking down your opponent on the dribble and then pulling up. It's really what you see a lot these days, man. A lot of hero ball. Jim Kim says, when is your next Midnight Madness? Saturday, should be at 11 p.m. But I think you already saw me talk about that. Celtics favored by what? Let me see. You trying to jump ahead segments, bro. Trying to jump ahead on segments. Let me see. The Celtics are favored by 8.5, ladies. Keep that in mind for when we do predictions. DV says Celtics devoured by 9. Yeah, see, down to 8.5. Yeah. Let me see. Thoughts of Laos. What's up? What's up, TGK? That dude, Mike C. Wright, should be investigated for tampering the MVP standings, bro. Shaking my head. At this point, if Luka don't get it, I ain't gonna be surprised, man. I think we all know where this is going, unfortunately. So we just gotta focus on the main prize, and that's a championship, That's a championship to me in my eyes. Gina Kim says, we got the 9th best defense so far, and I forgot where our offense is ranked, but it's high, so we should be fine. Hopefully, Mavs got to prove the media wrong. True. Let me show you. I can show you right here. All right. Let me show you. Ooh. 545. All right. Gina Kim, you're going to like this. You're going to like this, Gina Kim. Check this out. So on the site, teamrankings.com, they rank, over the last 10 games, the rankings and ratings. The Boston Celtics are number 1 with a 13.5 rating. The Minnesota Timberwolves are 2 with 11.58 rating. And the Dallas Mavericks are 3rd with a 10.8 rating. What that rating means, I don't know. I just know that they've been kicking ass. And now, over the last 10 games, they're considered the 3rd best team in this category. If we look at stats, right? Oh, I didn't even show you this. Hold on. Let me see. Scoring. Hold on. Players. There we go. Players. Advance. And what was that question you hit me with, Gina Kim? Like, you try to see what lineups, but also what players were. Damn, I forgot the question you asked. If you remember what the question you asked before that way I could pull up, like, I guess, a defensive dashboard. And then we could go over the last 10 games. Yeah, we could do this. And then I could go over here. I'm trying to see if I can pull up some interesting PJ Washington stats. Nah, it ain't working for me. Anyway, yeah, that was a different page. So we look at the team stats over here. We look at scoring. If the internet wants. All right, there we go. Offensive efficiency. All right, so this category right here, last three, right? I like to see last three. Kind of gives you a bird's eye view of, who's been the best team over the last 3 games. Boston has number 1 for the year and number 1 in general over the last 3 games. Look at where the Dallas Mavericks are at right now, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right now, they're currently 5th over the last 3 games, but they're 6th for the year in offensive efficiency. Okay? That's pretty good considering all the damn injuries we have sustained. That is pretty damn good. Now defense. I want to see defense. Scoring defense. Defensive efficiency. So over the last 3 games, Minnesota's 1. Cleveland's 2. Boston is 3. Oh, what up? I'm tripping. Boston over the last 3 games. Where they at? Boston's way down here over the last 3 games. And the Mavericks are last over the last 3 games. Oh, damn, man. Maybe we don't want to see that. Boston is 3rd for the overall for the season. And the Mavericks they moved up to 20th. Okay. They moved up to 20th. That's not bad. All right? That's not bad. We were just last over the last. We're just last. It's okay. It's nothing bad about that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing bad about that. All right, well, how much time? Damn, it's 6:11. All right, I got y'all. Let's do a referee review. This is gonna be key tonight. Normally, I haven't been doing the referee assignments review, but I think tonight's justified, especially with how we got robbed against the Cavaliers. We need to see who the hell we're dealing with tonight. So let me go ahead and update this. If I can. I don't even know. We'll go with this, and then we'll start the referee review segment. Let's go ahead and jump into that.
Technical foul.
All right. So your referees for tonight, the crew chief, it is Ray Acosta. Referee is Brandon Dare. I'm going to just say Dare. Brandon Dare. Umpire, Nate Green. All right. So now let's go ahead and let's go over here and let's see what these referees' records were when calling Mavs games and how often did they call fouls on us, right? So the first referee is the crew chief, Ray Acosta. Let's look for Ray Acosta. Oh, well, I found Brandon Dare. Brandon instead. Let's start with Brandon. We are 2-1 when Brandon calls our games. We're averaging 112 points while giving up 113. So that means we lost quite a bit in one of those games, or in that one game. As far as the amount of free throws we've been given is 23.3, and the opponent's been getting 21.3. Shooting fouls, 11's been called on us. We're only 7.7 has been called on them. So it looks like the officiating could be. It looks like it favors us, but it looks more like it's more down the middle in a way. But having 4 more shooting fouls on us is kind of crazy, and you're 2-1. So you take that. The next referee was Ray Acosta and then Nate Green. So if we see Nate Green or Ray Acosta, Nate Green, Acosta, Ray Green. There we go. Ray Green. We are 2-2 with Ray Acosta. What the hell am I saying? Ray Acosta. We're averaging 115 points with him. 23.8 free throws attempted with 15.8 personal fouls on us and 8 shooting fouls on us. The opponent is only getting 18 free throws attempted and they're calling about the same amount of foul calls on them, so they're calling it down the middle. But we are getting the benefit of shooting calls against the opponent, so it's a little bit different over here. Same kind of win percentage. Interesting, right? Green. Where is Green? Nate Green, dogs. We are 0-1 with Nate Green. 110 points while giving up 127. Shooting fouls called on us is 13. 18 total fouls. Damn. 19 total fouls. 13 of them being shooting fouls. That's ridiculous. 15 fouls on the opponent and 7 of them being shooting fouls. So Nate Green might not be a Mavs fan, but it seems like everybody else is pretty down the middle. I ain't gonna lie. So I ain't trying to say these referees are gonna be one-sided. They should be pretty down the middle, but that's just more hopeful. Hopium. We just got some hopium up in here. 545, right? 545. That's where I last left. Don't forget Luka. Don't forget Luka can't play together. They can't do post-up moves. Luka ball dominant. Kyrie is team cancer. Trust the media. Facts, Latte. Facts. It's crazy. It's crazy how they can't post up or play in the post. It's ridiculous. Gina Kim said, I'm happy the game is on ESPN. Bally been tripping lately. They always have been. They're trash. Gina Kim says, yes, a Kyrie, Luka, PJ, Maxey, lively Gaffer lineup will be solid. I hope Kid uses it. You never know. Especially with J Kid. I just can't trust him right now. Gina Kim says, don't worry, you'll get over that Stru shot when we win tonight. Tonight, yes. I need a victory against the Boston Celtics to get over the Cavs game. 1,000%. Homa Latte says this will happen. Tatum to Brown, back to Tatum, go for the layup. Oh, blocked by Luka. Imagine the narratives. Imagine the narrative. You know, another thing is Bill Simmons, right? If the Mavericks beat the Celtics tonight, Bill Simmons is going to have a tough time. He is going to have a tough time. All of the East Coast, national media is going to have a tough time talking about us. And someone told me, like, bro, y'all sound sensitive as Mavericks fans and isn't it? I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, what you want me to be quiet that we have a generational talent in Luka? Like, my bad that I want our favorite player, my favorite player right now, but also the best player on the planet in my eyes. My fault for trying to defend him against stupid takes by Shannon Sharp, stupid takes by Stephen A. Smith and others. My fault that I'm defending him. My fault that I am sensitive. Yeah, I'm sensitive. People say that like that's an issue. Bro, it's okay. It's okay to express your feelings. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to acknowledge it, dogs. Like, people want to be so uptight and they don't want to allow themselves to be vulnerable. Like, bro, I'm doing a show here, right? In my room. Well, how much more vulnerable could I get? I'm not acting any different. Like, you could ask Rel. You could ask any. I act the same damn way I do as I act on here. I might be dry one day. I might be funny the next. I could probably rap the next day. My bars might not be up to par. But when I get out there at the range, my golfing game might be on par. You know what I'm saying? All right, enough analogies there. Nick says that in theory, the more athletic players, Americans, benefit on the softer rules if you think about it. Hey, man. We just talking basketball, right? We just talking basketball. Jenny Kim's, mind you, this is Gil saying all of this when he said before he didn't care about a championship because you can buy rings. He was just a scorer who played for himself. His opinion should have meant. Gina Kim, you are a student of the game. You really are. You be knowing your stuff, girl. You know your stuff. Tyler, what's up? Tyler said Kyrie got something for that Boston crowd. Minus 9.5 point underdogs is disrespectful. Facts. Man, we gotta get that win, dogs. Do I need to order my food, or do I need to set my lineup? I'll set my lineup. Hold on. Could I set my lineup on here live? Let me see. Can I set? I'm trying to see, man. I think I can. I literally put $5 in there just as bet $5. Yeah, I can. I think I can. Or maybe I can't. I probably can't. No, I don't think I can. Yeah, no, I need the app. Try direct download. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, no. I can't. I'm over here BS myself. Anyway, Martin Blake says PJ Washington designated as third scorer by J. Kidd. It's about time. We can't be relying on Luka all the time. Also, for the buyout market, we need an Exum replacement or a third ball handler. I think Exum's good right now. I wouldn't mind what's his name from the Pistons. He got released. Damn. I can't remember the name. I'm not trying to waste y'all time. But I wouldn't mind him for sure. Yo, Ro, you on playback tonight or are you working? I'm going to say Ro's on playback tonight. Richard K says, Hauser is the X factor. Don't let him shoot threes. Yeah, I saw he shoots them pretty good. Five attempts and he's shooting them almost 40%. Or 40, he is 40%. Daniel, what's up? Daniel says, do you expect the Mavericks to look into the buyout market for that final roster spot? I think they might go for Marcus, but I think they'll sign AJ Lawson in the offseason. So it don't matter. I don't think that makes much of a big impact for us. Richard K says that Al Horford will school Maxey. Yeah, it will. Gina Kim, what lineup do you think is the best to close with? Ooh, just depends. I think I do like the Kleba at 5 to end the game. It just depends what kind of center they got out there. If they got a Horford at the 5, no, put Gafford or Lively in. Horford a big dude, bro. I understand Kleba gives you the 5-out offense and whatnot. I think you should use that offense to get away from teams, like to increase the lead or to get back into the game. That's when you use that lineup. You got Luka and Kyrie. You should just be able to play offense without needing the 5-out. That's how I feel about it. Gina Kim says, I'm more nervous about this game than I was for the Suns, and I was happy we won, but this game matters way more than beating the Suns. For real, like the fact that I'm doing the show, I haven't been able to like really consume this game, but I know by the time I jump in playback, my nerves going to be through the roof, bro. I already know it. Black Nora, bruh, those are your wishes, nay rumors. Yeah, my fault. I didn't even read it. You didn't even put TGK in there. Lau says, we need this one bad against the Celtics. It would be nice, bro. It would be nice to go into the weekend saying we beat these boys. Gina Kim says, I love your starting lineup, but I hope Green can navigate screens because he struggles. That's true. He does struggle with that. Maybe start Exum tonight. You know, I don't really care. At this point, I don't even care like who starts between Exum and Green. Like, start Exum. Gina Kim says, Luka usually plays well in Boston, so I hope that ankle sprain doesn't affect him tonight. And Kai got something to prove, so I expect a big game from him. Yeah, the narratives. What do y'all think KP's going to do? Is KP going to do good tonight? You know? Or is he going to shrink? Is he going to shrink in the big moment? Gina Kim says, dang, I forgot about the rest. We might be cooked. I don't need them rigging the game like they always do. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get the benefit of the doubt because we are in Boston. So who knows? Dan says, did you see Darvin Ham got a technical last night? I'm sorry. How many does J Kidd have this year? He's now had multi Ham. Or Ham has had now multiple of them. How many does Luka have? Well, the thing about Jason Kidd, I think he's just trying to protect his money. He talks about money a lot, and I think he knows if he gets teched, he's going to lose money, so I don't think he wants to do that. Proud Vet says, the Mavs need to show that they could go toe-to-toe with the best team in the league. This can't be a blowout. True. If they're going to lose, they got to lose by like 2. You know what I'm saying? Jenny Kim says, and don't forget, this ain't Brooklyn Kai, who was going through so much. This is Mavs Kai, who's locked in and determined to get that chip. He's at peace and ready to take on the challenge. Facts. Yes, Killian Hayes. Yes, that's what I'll be interested in. I like him. Lav, what's up, Lav Zorvik? He says, greetings from Berlin/Germany. You are doing a great job. Let's watch the Mavs win tonight. Let's hope Kidd does not screw this up by overplaying THJ. Lav, appreciate you watching. Thank you. I don't know if you commented before, but whenever I see a new name, it always sticks out. But appreciate you watching, man. It means a lot. But yeah, THJ is a key. You know what? Let me add a poll over here. Okay, let me end this current poll. Y'all are saying Gafford does get over 10.5 minutes. Let me add another one. Let's go ahead and let's do X factors, right? Let's do an X factor poll. X factor. So let's go. THJ. When I say THJ impact, I mean like if he plays good, leave him in. If he plays bad, take him out. That kind of impact. So you kind of get a two-way answer with that, right? Another impact, another X factor for this game It's going to be, I'm going to say center rotations minus Kleba. So if we're putting Kleba out there more than our centers, that's going to be a problem to me. Let me see. I would say lack of doubling. I think if you don't double Tatum on pick and rolls occasionally, might be an issue. And then X factor. What's another X factor I could think of? We'll go. Oh yeah, I like this one. I'm gonna make it hard for y'all. X factors. 4 options below. Y'all go and vote. Let me know what you think. I see we got 34 likes, man. I see we got 72 people up in here. Man, let's try to get it to 40 likes, guys. Let's get it to 40 likes. If y'all been enjoying the show, chatting it with all these other Mavs fans in here, you want the Mavs to get a dub, hit the like, man. It goes a long way. Helps grow the show. Black Noir says, thank you, TGK. What'd I say? But salute to you, bro. Maybe I said something that you agreed with and you were like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. It's hard to keep up with like all the conversations, you know. Goat says, what's up, Goat? I don't know if I've seen your name before, but I appreciate you being here. TGK, buyout market ends tonight, right? At least in order to play in the postseason. Nah, I don't think those two correlate. I don't think so. Because you set your postseason roster like before the playoffs. So I don't know. That's a great question. I'll see if I got time to look into that. Dana says the Mavericks are 20-12 when both Luka and Kyrie play together. Tastes really good record for that backcourt duo. I don't know if taste, what's the word you were looking for there? I think I'm gonna say that's a really good record for that backcourt duo. Yeah, I agree. Amount says head into the liquor store. Any suggestions? What would be the right alcohol to pair with this game tonight? Hold on. I ain't trying to. Let me see. I think I got something right here. I haven't opened this. This is I'm a 50 Cent fan, right? This is Branson Royale, right? I haven't opened it. If y'all know, I do like Michelada reviews on my channel. I'm gonna review this, but it's a cognac. I've heard mixed results from this, but for this game, if you go into a liquor store, damn, what would I get? I'd get beer, bro. Tonight's like a beer kind of game. I wouldn't do liquor. I do beer, unless you're going to the club, and that's different. Rich K says, how does Maxi 3? What you mean? Richard? Div's in the building. What's up, Div? We're losing tonight, boys. Sorry, Tatum gonna ball out against Luka and prove he is MVP. Div, this is where you need to leave, okay?
Daddy, chill.
No, I don't have my soundboard back. Where we at? I already know Div's trolling. I can already imagine how it's gonna be in the playback. I already know where this is going. TGK calling it now. We lose tonight by 15. Tatum going to be talked about as the MVP in ESPN. Stephen A. Smith will be super happy, as will Draymond, to say, I told you so, that Tatum is MVP. It's not happening. Luka not going to let that happen, bro. Jenna Kim, it's important we close out to fix our transition D. Agreed. Do y'all think they're going to start on time tonight? Let me see. If they start on time, we need to do predictions like now. Let me see. All right, they're talking. They'll start at 6:40. They'll start at 6:40. Daniel says, I do like Killian Hayes' idea, though. He's young, but he can be that project behind Exum as a fourth ball handler. Agreed. And that's what I think. Damn. Jason Kidd is the X factor. That goes without saying, bro. We'll go specifically for this game. What do y'all think is the X factor tonight? And so far, after 25 votes, y'all have two options that y'all are going back and forth on. So 36% on THJ impact and 36% on center rotations minus Kleba. Interesting. I like that. And that's a good poll when two options are down the middle like that. Amount says it's the Exum factor. We don't lose when he's on the floor. I like that. The Exum factor. That's a good nickname, bro. Jenna Kim, THJ and Maxey is a tie for me. If THJ is going off, then great. I hope he'll keep it up. But if not, take him out. If Maxey is low-key getting cooked, put in Gaff or Lively next to him, or both. I like it. Is Luka playing? Yes, he is playing. I think he got the little ankle sprain against the Raptors the other night, but he's playing. He's fine. Nice says, what's good, broski? Tonight going to be a fight for sure. I got us winning 114-110. Bet. We about to start the predictions. You're already beating me to it. Daniel says, I hope the Mavericks win, but it's going to be a tough matchup for us. It is, man. It is. We're not saying the Celtics are trash or anything like that. We know what this game is going to be about. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough game. But without further ado, man, let's go ahead and let's get started with our predictions of the game. Put your score predictions down below. All right, man. Let's take a look here. The Dallas Mavericks in this matchup against the Boston Celtics. Did it recently go up? Let's refresh this. So right now, the Boston Celtics are favored by 8.5 against your Dallas Mavericks. That is pretty disrespectful, right? They're favored by 8.5. Total score of 237.5 for the game. Yeah, 8.5. Everyone else got 8.5, 9. So they got the Mavs losing almost by 10 tonight, right? You got to give the home team 3 points. So they really got it like a 5-point victory. All right. Interesting. Am I going to be a homer tonight, right? Am I going to be a homer to where I'm just going to pick the Mavs to win? I don't know. But it's time. It's time to come up with a score. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get your score down below in the comments below. Get your score below. I'll make sure we get out of here on time, bro. Don't worry, I got you. Let me think of a score. It's the Mavericks, and it's the Celtics. It's the Luka, and it's the Brown. It's Mr. Kyrie, and Tatum in town. All right, enough of that. 237. They got 237 total. That's what I'm saying. I think the Mavs need to get to like 120, 130 around there to get a chance to win. 237. They're thinking like 120, 117. Huh. Am I thinking 122, 117? Nah, this is kind of crazy. Damn, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, bro. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, bro. And I'm not even ashamed of it. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, bro. I got the Dallas Mavericks winning 128 to 118. 128 to 118. Yeah. I'm the new slightly biased, okay? Shout out to slightly biased. I'm not even slightly biased. I'm biased tonight. Shout out to the $5 donation, Logan. Appreciate you. I really want Luka to go off, but I feel it's going to be a low-scoring game. However, I believe either Luka or Tatum will make a statement for MVP. Wow. This is the game, bro. This is a game where you make statements and no apologies. You make statements, no apologies tonight. Luka needs to go out there and be psycho Luka. I need Luka to be aggressive, psycho, a psychopath, bro. Play aggressive. Play like he wants to kill somebody, like that look in his eye. You know when Luka like really upset or he looks upset, calling people too small. That's the Luka I want tonight. If Luka pulls this off and we win, I will be shocked. Maybe I will eat my words, but I don't believe in him yet that much. Div. DV says, what do you think about Patty Mills? Apparently we linked to him and Morris. I like Patty Mills. I like that. I do like the idea of that. You also got the Aussie connection over here, so I think it makes perfect sense for him to come over here. Big J says the player has to be waived today in order to be playoff eligible. Okay, the team can sign the player anytime before the playoffs. All right, gotcha. Thank you for clarifying that. I think I thought I was kind of close on it, but no, I'm not. Lav says Mavs 126, Celtics 119. Love it. Black Noir says 124, 122. 2-point victory. Ooh, nail biter, bro. Nail biter. Richard K says, just got a full belly, 9 pounds hammer, getting the mind right. I'm sticking with 142 to 126 Mavs. Let's get it on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 142. Hey, look, you put 142 on the Boston Celtics. You put 142 on the Boston Celtics. Y'all understand what's going to happen to the NBA? They're going to be trembling, bro. Scared. The league will be in trouble, bro. Big J says, with Lawson, he can only be available for 50 games, and the Legends don't think he is coming back. I hope he signed, man. I think he deserved a contract with the Mavs. Jenny Kim says, 132-130 Mavs. This is going to be a really close game, but if Mavs take care of business, I can see us winning by 5 or more. If they don't, I see us losing by 6. Like we said, it's up to Kid. Damn it. I never think about J Kid when I'm doing these predictions. Goat says, Mavs 125, Celtics 119. 6-point victory. I like it. I like it. Uh-oh. Div says, TGK, you tripping. Luka getting locked up. Tatum wins MVP after this game. I'll see you in playback, dog. I'll see you in playback. Trust me. All right, big dog. Man said 128, 117. Let's go, Mavs. Though I believe. Jenny Kim said it'll be funny if Kai goes off while Luka has less than 30 points, but usually when Kai goes off, Luka suddenly gets the same amount of points. Either way, they combine for 80 with a great dub. That'd be nice. The narratives tonight would be crazy. DV says 125, 119 Mavs. Love it. Amount says 126, 118 Celtics. I'd have that switched if they were in Dallas. Damn, I didn't even bring up the last game. I gotta do better, bro. I gotta do better as a show host. Jenny Kim says we're on favor, so we should win this one. Facts. We should. All right, man. I'm gonna end this show now. Give y'all a couple of minutes back. I'll catch y'all in the We Talk Mavs Playback TV channel. We're gonna be all in there, man. We're gonna be hype. I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait. Again, I got the Mavs 128 to the Celtics 118. What else we got here? Div says the bettors know that they are doing what they are doing. They don't give you a 9 spot thinking it's close. That's what they said about the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they beat us when they were all injured. Anyway, man, been your boy TGK. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. I'll catch y'all tomorrow on Midnight Madness at 11 p.m. or around that time. Anyway, let's go Mavs. Let's get this massive W tonight, and let's celebrate this victory that we're about to get. TGK, I'm out.